आप लोगों को स्टार्ट कर देना चाहिए। मनोरमा जी, आप प्लीज स्टार्ट।
Yes, yes. I'll just begin. Okay.
यस यस।
Very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Manorama Kuntal, and I'm a research scholar in the Department of Political Science, Jamia Millia Islamia. So I welcome you all to this 10-day workshop on data analysis using SPSS software. This workshop has been designed to provide you with both theoretical knowledge and practical skills essential for conducting data analysis using one of the most widely used statistical software tools in the world. So, in today's data driven world, the ability to analyze and interpret data is very crucial. Whether you are a researcher, a student, or a professional in any field, understanding data and making informed decisions based on that data is indispensable. Therefore, SPSS offers a robust platform for managing, analyzing, and visualizing data and making it an invaluable tool for anyone involved in research or data analysis. So, over the next 10 days, you will be guided through various facets of SPSS by our expert trainers and eminent speakers who bring a wealth of experience and knowledge. So, we hope that by the end of this workshop, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of SPSS and how to use it in variety of data analysis tasks. So, we encourage you all to actively participate and engage in the session in order to gain the most of it. With that note, now I would like to invite Mr. Vikash Kumar, who is the president of ILSA, for the welcome address. Over to you, Vikash, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Manorma. First of all, I convey my best regard to uh, our respected Guruji, Vajpayee sir, and Professor Manoj, Saxena sir, Mohanty sir, Bhawna Pandey madam. क्योंकि यहाँ पर वाजपेयी सर उपस्थित हैं, गुरुजी उपस्थित है, सो आई विल डिलीवर माय वेलकम एड्रेस इन हिंदी। सो सबसे पहले मैं सभी विद्वत जनों को प्रणाम करता हूँ और ये इंडियन रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स एसोसिएशन का मैं भी सौभाग्य है कि आप सब विद्वानों ने हमारे आमंत्रण को स्वीकार किया और हम सब शोधार्थियों को मार्गदर्शन देने के लिए आप इस आभासी पटल पर उपस्थित हुए। सर्वप्रथम मैं स्वागत करता हूं इस मंच से प्रोफेसर एडीएन वाजपेयी गुरुजी का, जिन्होंने बहुत ही सहज रूप से हमारे आमंत्रण को गुरुजी आपने स्वीकार किया और मैं इसके लिए आपका स्वागत करता हूं और आपका आभारी हूं। मैं स्वागत करता हूं प्रोफेसर मनोज सक्सेना सर का, जो सदैव ऐसे कार्यों के लिए हमें उत्साहित करते रहते हैं और हमारे आमंत्रण को सर आपने स्वीकार किया। मैं आभासी मंच पर स्वागत करता हूं प्रोफेसर बीबी मोहंती सर का। सर को हम ये दूसरी बार यहाँ पर हमने आमंत्रित किया है और सर ने हमारे निवेदन को स्वीकार किया है। और मैं सभी प्रतिभागियों का स्वागत करता हूं जो इस वर्कशॉप के लिए, कार्यशाला के लिए शॉर्ट लिस्टेड हुए हैं। क्योंकि इतने विद्वत जन यहाँ उपस्थित हैं, मैं एक छोटी सी अपनी बात कह के समाप्त करूँगा कि सर हमने कुल 625 हमने रजिस्ट्रेशन इसमें हमारे में लोगों ने वर्कशॉप में अप्लाई किया है, जिसमें केवल हमने 100 पार्टिसिपेंट्स यानी 100 पार्टिसिपेंट्स को शॉर्ट लिस्टेड किया है इस वर्कशॉप के लिए। और सर इसमें हमने प्रत्येक स्टेट का रिप्रेजेंटेशन देखा है, तो जो भी जितने भी हमारे स्टेट्स हैं, इवन पांडुचेरी, केरला, नॉर्थ ईस्ट के जितने स्टेट हैं, सभी जगह से हमने 2-2 पार्टिसिपेंट्स इसमें लिए हैं और पूरे इसमें भारत का हमने रिप्रेजेंटेशन लिया है। मैं ज़्यादा समय ना लेते हुए एक ही वाक्य कहूँगा कि जैसे कि हमारे मनीषी कहते हैं कि विद्वान के क्षण को और हीरे के कण को कभी बर्बाद नहीं करना चाहिए, लेकिन मेरा मानना है कि आप हीरे के कण को बर्बाद भी कर दें, लेकिन विद्वान के क्षण को बिल्कुल भी बर्बाद नहीं करना चाहिए। इसलिए मैं ज़्यादा समय ना लेते हुए आप सभी का स्वागत करता हूं और विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम का, जिन्होंने एक अच्छा इफर्ट किया। ऑल हैव टेकन द गुड इनिशिएटिव एंड वो लगातार इस पर मेहनत कर रहे हैं। सो आई वुड लाइक टू वेलकम टू ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स, गेस्ट and the organizing committee members. Thank you so much. I am invite to Manorma for the further proceeding. Thank you, Manorma.
Thank you, Vikas sir. Next, I would like to invite Ankita Shukla for providing a brief introduction of our chief guest, Professor Arun Diwaker Nath Bajpai sir. Over to you, Ankita. Ankita, are you there?
Am I audible, Manorma?
Yes.
Manorma, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay,
Please continue.
आज के इस सेशन में मैं सभी दिग्गज गुरुजनों को सादर प्रणाम करती हूँ। मैं अंकिता शुक्ला केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय की शोधार्थी आदरणीय श्री अरुण दिवाकर नाथ वाजपेयी गुरु जी का स्वागत करती हूँ। इसी के साथ गुरु जी का वृहद जीवन के पाठ्यक्रम में से सीमित समय को ध्यान में रखते हुए गुरु जी का सूक्ष्म परिचय आप सबके समक्ष प्रस्तुत कर रही हूँ। Professor Arun Diwaker Nath Vajpayee, sir, holding an MA in Economics and a PhD, is currently serving as the Vice-Chancellor of Atal Bihari Vajpayee University in Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. With a distinguished career, he has been a Vice-Chancellor of several prestigious universities, Vice-Chancellor of Himachal Pradesh University, Samar Hill Gaya, Path Shimla, Himachal Pradesh, Vice-Chancellor of अवधेश प्रताप सिंह यूनिवर्सिटी रीवा मध्य प्रदेश, वाइस चांसलर ऑफ महात्मा गांधी चित्रकूट ग्रामोदय विश्वविद्यालय चित्रकूट मध्य प्रदेश, and serve as the president of Indian Economic Association New Delhi in 2022. He is a member of numerous high-profile committees related to education and has over 4 decades of extensive teaching and research experience. More than 9 research projects has been done under Sir. Research supervision, MA dissertation has been done 13, MPhil dissertation 25, PhD dissertation 2, and PhD award thesis 29. More than 11 books has been written by Sir. More than 31 papers have been presented at the conference and seminar by respected Sir. As a globe-trotter, he has engaged in international visits and collaborations, and his achievements have been recognized with numerous prestigious awards and honors. इसी के साथ मैं गुरु जी की एकलव्य छात्रा के रूप में तब से ज्ञान अर्जित कर रही हूँ जब से मैं श्री काशी हिंदू विश्वविद्यालय की MA इकोनॉमिक्स की छात्रा रही हूँ। तो आज इंडियन रिसर्च स्कॉलर एसोसिएशन के कारण गुरु जी का स्वागत एवं आभार व्यक्त करने का मुझे मौका मिला है। इसी के साथ आज के इस सेशन में मैं सभी दिग्गज गुरुजनों को प्रणाम करती हूँ। धन्यवाद सर।
स्वागत है गुरुजी आपका, मंच आपका है जी।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद विकास आपका कि आपने मुझे इस महत्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रम में जोड़ा और कुछ अपनी बातें कहने का अवसर प्रदान किया। आई एम थैंकफुल टू मिस अंकिता फॉर हैविंग introduced me to such a knowledgeable audience, because we are research scholars. Our research scholars' main job is to generate knowledge. That's why I say knowledgeable. I say research scholars. And Manorama as well, I am thankful to you for conducting the entire proceedings. I am very happy to see Professor Manoj Saxena, B.V. Mohanty. Manoj Saxena is there in Central University of Himachal Pradesh, as well as representing us in University Grant Submission, and B. Mohanty ji is there in University of Pondicherry. So you students belong to different disciplines. I am very happy that you are conducting this workshop just after the Guru Purnima, Vyas Purnima, or Asal Purnima you can call it. Yesterday we had It's Vyas Purnima, Guru Purnima. We have been respecting to see our teachers, our gurus who gave us light of knowledge. And when Ankita was mentioning that एकलव्य की तरह हमारी शिष्या है, तो मुझे बहुत प्रसन्नता हुई है जान करके कि मुझे पता नहीं कब पहली बार इनसे भेंट हुई, नाम भी पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ। तो इकोनॉमिक्स की छात्रा हैं तो कहीं न कहीं तो मिले ही होंगे, इसमें दो राय नहीं। और बनारस हिंदू विश्वविद्यालय का भी जो अर्थशास्त्र विभाग है वो काफ़ी अच्छा विभाग रहा है, अच्छे अर्थशास्त्री वहाँ पे रहे हैं, अभी भी अच्छे अर्थशास्त्री वहाँ पे हैं। तो अंकिता अब तुम एकलव्य की तरह हमारी मूर्ति लेकर के नहीं, अब डायरेक्ट भी बात कर सकती हो। तो पंच पांडवों में एक बन सकती हो। और लग रहा है इस वर्कशॉप का सबसे बड़ा भाग यही रहेगा। देखिए अभी मैं देख रहा हूँ कि हमें छोड़ करके, हम मोहंती जी, मनोज सक्सेना छोड़ करके लगभग 97 रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स इसमें जुड़े हुए हैं, 97। तो 97 के 97 सब इकोनॉमिक्स की हों या सोशियोलॉजी के ही हों या पॉलिटिकल साइंस की, ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता है। भिन्न भिन्न विषयों के यहाँ पर शोधार्थी सम्मिलित हुए हैं, भिन्न भिन्न भाषाओं को लेकर के भी होंगे। As Manorama belongs to Northeast, she is conversant in English. We people from Hindi belt know, see, we are more conversant in Hindi, and many persons know Hindi, English both. But the language of statistics, language of SPSS is the language of data. We all must learn how to analyze data, how to make data speak. Actually, SPSS is one of the most important analytical kit which I see these computational engineers have developed long back, I'll say. There must have been some additions and modification SPSS. Last when I studied, that was in 1987. 1987, I went to Tata Institute of Social Sciences just to learn SPSS, and spent one complete month how to enter data, how to process data, how to get results, and how to interpret them. Everything was done at Tata Institute of Social Sciences. Actually, there are basically two parts. One part is the data analysis and its results. But the most important part is the quality of data, the type of data, the objective of data, the purpose of data, or the philosophy of data. That is more important. Because in economics, we are having complete branch of quantitative economics. That too has got two parts, mathematical economics as well as econometrics. In political science also, lot of data is being used today, especially in the area of psephology. चुनाव शास्त्र जिसे बोलते हैं, बहुत सारे predictions जो है वो उसके आधार पे हम करते हैं. In sociology also we are using sociometrics. Sociometrics is also how we can quantify the social behavior and try to get some generalization which are universally applicable. Similarly, in history also, historiography we are doing with use of data. SPS is very useful in geography also, because geography, when we are talking about the regional, geography, how we can go for regionalization of geographical areas. So there also we are using this SPSS. Just mean to say, wherever data, there is SPSS. But the purpose of data is different for all the subjects. That we'll have to very minutely understand. Because these tools, techniques, softwares, they are indifferent, they are totally neutral of the philosophy and purpose of the subjects. उसमें तो आप जो डेटा डालोगे वो आपको उसका उत्तर कुछ न कुछ तो मिल जाएगा, लेकिन कौन सा डेटा डालना है और कितना डेटा डालना है. Generally, we economists are very busy in some basic analysis, that is regression analysis. Sometimes for econometrician, I call them regressnometrician. It's nothing but the regression. Regression without understanding the independent and dependent variables and how many variables to explain the dependent variables. And there also we'll have to test that hypothesis whether the independent variables are really independent or there is some interdependence among the variables. That too is to be studied carefully, which we call the multicollinearity. So there are some tests which are to be deployed well before using the main test. ये सारी चीजें जो पढ़ाने वाले लोग हैं वो यहाँ पर बताएंगे. I don't know, Vikas, who have consulted means you have hired any consultant who is dealing with this particular SPSS techniques. If not, better you hire any consultant. Vikas, are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
विकास आपका आवाज हाँ, मैं कह रहा तो कोई कंसल्टेंट अगर आपने लिया है SPSS का
जी सर.
तो उससे बातचीत करके थोड़ी सी जो हम डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स में एनालिसिस करते हैं उसमें हम किस प्रकार से मतलब मेन टेक्निक यूज करने से पहले जो उसकी जो तैयारियां होती वो भी करनी होती. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई वाज टेलिंग यू व्हेन वी आर गोइंग फॉर मल्टीपल रिग्रेशन एनालिसिस. Within multiple regression analysis, the main condition is that the independent variables should be independent of each other. So how to test your independence? There are some tests to see the independence amongst the different variables. We may go for multi-covariate analysis or anything else. That too should be taught to my students over here. रिग्रेशन के भी फिलॉसफी में हमको जाना देखना पड़ेगा. जो हम मेथड यूज करें उसकी फिलॉसफी जाना पड़ेगा. अंकिता, तुम तो इकोनॉमिक्स स्टूडेंट हो, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि जब रिग्रेशन में क्या होता है ऑन एन एवरेज जो होता है इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स जो है ऑन एन एवरेज कितना समझे इम्पैक्ट डालता है डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल पर. ऑन एन एवरेज की बात होती है, ये रिग्रेशन की बात होती है. डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स भी रिग्रेस कर रहे हैं, इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स से रिग्रेस कर रहे हैं एक दूसरे पर. तो वो जो चीज है उसको देखना पड़ेगा डेटा का साइज कितना है. आप कोई स्मॉल साइज लेकर के चलें, स्मॉल साइज को लेकर के चलेंगे तो डेटा हो सकता है उल्टे सीधे रिजल्ट्स दे दे आपको. अब यहाँ पर उल्टे सीधे रिजल्ट्स के बारे में जो हम बात करना चाहते हैं वो ये कि we'll have to see the actual natural relationship existing in the natural world. वो ध्यान में देना पड़ेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हमको पता है कि पानी और प्रोडक्टिविटी, वाटर एंड प्रोडक्टिविटी में एक धनात्मक सहसंबंध है. तो यूज ऑफ मोर इनपुट्स ऑफ वाटर मस्ट रिजल्ट इन इंक्रीजिंग प्रोडक्टिविटी. अब एक तरफ हमने आउटपुट के डेटा ले लिए और एक तरफ हमने वाटर या जो वेट एरिया है, इरिगेटेड एरिया के डेटा ले लिए. यदि साइज कम है तो हो सकता है आपको ऐसे रिजल्ट मिल जाए कि इरिगेशन का जो इम्पैक्ट नहीं पड़ता है, नेगेटिव रिजल्ट मिल जाए. तो ऐसी स्थिति में क्या होगा, हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि जो रिजल्ट हमको मिल रहा है उसको भी टेस्ट करना पड़ेगा कि वो सही रिजल्ट्स हमको मिल पा रहे हैं कि नहीं मिल पा रहे हैं. दैट टू देखिए, जो पूरी एनालिसिस होती है इसके दो पार्ट हमारे पास में होते हैं. एक तो मुझे डिग्री ऑफ रिलेशनशिप देखना पड़ती है, दूसरा डायरेक्शन देखना पड़ता है. डायरेक्शन में पॉजिटिव है कि नेगेटिव हो, और डिग्री में कितना इम्पैक्ट डालता है, तो कितना इम्पैक्ट डाल रहा है. दोनों चीज़ों के लिए हमको भाई स्टैटिस्टिकल पैकेज है ना, ये कोई आपका क्वालिटेटिव पैकेज तो है नहीं. जो क्वालिटेटिव जो हमारे एट्रीब्यूट्स हैं उनको हम क्वांटिटेटिव में कैसे डेवलप करें, इसके लिए भी है. हम बाइनरी में 0-1 में सारे डेटा को हम कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं और 0-1 में कन्वर्ट करके फिर उसको हम फिट करना शुरू करते हैं. देखिए, SPSS का काम जो हम जो रीजनलाइजेशन में बताया था, हम इंडेक्स बनाने में भी काफ़ी इसका उपयोग करते हैं। जैसे अभी आप बहुत सारे इंडेक्स उठाकर देखते होंगे, इसका उपयोग करते हैं। और इंडेक्स बनाने में भी जो किस प्रकार के हम जनरल इंडेक्स बनाते नहीं, एकदम वेटेड इंडेक्स बनाना चाहते हैं। तो हर एक जो वेरिएबल है उसमें वेट कैसे दिया जाए, वेट देने के लिए हम प्रिंसिपल कंपोनेंट एनालिसिस करते हैं। प्रिंसिपल कंपोनेंट एनालिसिस जो है वो बहुत ही कॉमन है ज्योग्राफी में, इकोनॉमिक्स में, दोनों में ही हम वेट दे करके इंडेक्स बनाते हैं। बहुत ही पावरफुल इंडेक्स बनते चले जाते हैं। तो कुल मिलाकर में संक्षेप में ये तो मेरा तो खाली प्रास्ताविक भाषण है। विद्वान लोग मनोज जी हैं, मोहंती जी और आप लोग भी इस बारे में काफ़ी सुनेंगे। और मुझे लगता है कि SPSS तक ही आप सीमित मत रहें। इकोनॉमिक्स वाले के रैट्स भी आया है पैकेज, वो पहले आ चुका था, रिग्रेशन एनालिसिस और टाइम सीरीज डेटा को किस प्रकार से हम रिग्रेशन करते हैं उसकी तरफ ही आप जाइए। और भी चीज़ें आएंगी, उनको आप देखिए। पहले तो SPSS को जनरल आप समझ लीजिए, उसमें आपके लिए, आपके विषय के लिए कौन कौन से चीज़ ज़रूरी हैं वो देख लें। और उसके बाद में जो आपका रिसर्च का टॉपिक आपने चुना है, उस टॉपिक के हिसाब से कौन सी समझिए रिसर्च मेथडोलॉजी, कौन से डेटा, कौन से एनालिसिस चाहिए होगी, वो आप देखिए। तो आपका जो मूल उद्देश्य है अपनी थीसिस, क्योंकि इट्स ए स्कॉलर्स एसोसिएशन ना, यू आर ऑलरेडी रजिस्टर्ड और गोइंग टू बी रजिस्टर्ड फॉर रिसर्च। तो आपने टॉपिक नहीं चुना है तो टॉपिक चुनने के बारे में भी आप ध्यान दीजिए, उसको आप उठा करके देखिए। मुझे अपनी तरफ से इतनी ही बात करनी है। वन सोहित पांडे हैज रेज्ड हिज हैंड, so I would like to interact with him. Then I'll close. Over to Manorama or Vikas.
मनोरमा over to you.
हाँ जी, थैंक यू सो मच सर। मैं आपका लैंग्वेज को लेकर आपने एक बहुत अच्छी स्टेटमेंट बोली, मैं उस पर थोड़ा सा प्रकाश डालना चाहूंगी। द लैंग्वेज ऑफ SPSS इज डेटा, दैट वाज अ वंडरफुल स्टेटमेंट। और फिर आपने साथ में ये भी बोला कि वेयर एवर इज डेटा देयर इज SPSS। अगेन इट्स समथिंग जो समराइज करता है SPSS का अपना ही एक वैल्यू जो है। साथ में हालांकि डिपेंड करता है डेटा का पर्पस, जैसे कि आपने बोला इट वेरीज फ्रॉम द फील्ड टू फील्ड, एंड आपका पर्पस क्या है, so it defines the importance of data, and it varies from the field to field. So thank you so much, sir, for giving your insights into this whole SPSS and how we can, the importance of data and everything. There's this. So Pandey raised a hand. So I would like to ask him whatever the question is, so you can address the question. Over to you, Sohit Pandey. Please come up with your question. No question. Okay, you raised your hand. That is why I asked you. Okay. Moving forward, now I would like to invite Shubhangi Rajabhau Amble for the brief introduction of our guest of honor, Professor Manoj K. Saxena. Sir, over to you, Shubhangi.
विकास, मुझे दूसरा काम करना है, मुझे
सर मैं जी सर बिल्कुल सर, प्रणाम सर, प्रणाम।
Am I audible? Yes, ma'am. You're audible.
Namaste everyone. Myself Shubhangi Rajabhau Amble. I'm a research scholar from Maharashtra. It's an honor to me to introduce Professor Manoj Kumar Saxena sir. It's not possible to give a detailed introduction of such an eminent guest, so I'm going to introduce sir in a brief. Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Saxena sir is currently working as Professor, Head and Dean of Education. Sir is also Campus Director of Dhaladar Campus First and Additional Director IQAC of Central University of Himachal Pradesh, Dharamshala. Sir is also Honorary Director of OER SIL of Central University of Himachal Pradesh. Sir was also Honorary Director of Deen Dyal Upadhyay Kaushal Kendra for almost 4 years. Sir was also Sir did his master's degree in commerce and education. Sir was awarded PhD in education from MJP Rohilkhand University, Bareilly, UP. Sir has a rich experience of 25 years in teaching and educational administration. Sir has worked as chairman, member coordinator, and member of NAC peer team, member visiting team of NCTE, and also member education supervision of member of UGC expert committee. His areas of specialization and interest include ICT in education, teacher education, tribal education, and research methodology. Under Sir's supervision, 8 research scholars have completed their doctoral research, and at present, 8 research scholars are pursuing their doctoral research, and also Sir is guiding one postdoctoral fellow. Sir is a reviewer for the prestigious journals of Sage and Springer Nature. Sir has to his credit 9 books and 100 research papers and articles published in the journals of national and international repute. Apart from these academic ventures, Sir has been decorated as a President Scout by His Excellency in President of India in 1988. He is a recipient of Rotary International Rotary Youth Leadership Award in 1989. Sir has been conferred with Excellent Teacher Award 2021 by Sociological Society, Himachal Pradesh. Recently, Sir has been conferred with Honorary Fellow by South Asian Institute for Advanced Research and Development, Kolkata. It was a very brief introduction of our guest. Thank you so much. Saxena sir, I invite you to the desk. Over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shivangi, for introducing me with the learned participants and colleagues. So, good afternoon, all. Honorable Professor A.D.N. Vajpayee Sahab, Professor Mohanty, Professor Bhawna Pandey, Professor Himanshu Chaturvedi, coordinator of the workshop, Mr. Vikash, Kumar, and his entire organization team. I am thankful to Mr. Vikash for inviting me to speak in this inaugural session of 10 days online workshop on data analysis using SPSS. I admire the organizational skills of Mr. Vikash for arranging such a galaxy of stalwarts across the nation as resource persons. I believe that the participants are also from various universities and colleges across the country. Friends, you know that the data analysis is a critical component of research at various fields, and the need of the proficiency in software like SPSS, statistical package for the social sciences, cannot be overstated for research scholars. This workshop aims to address several key areas where SPSS can significantly enhance the research process. Firstly, the competencies data analysis that SPSS provides is invaluable. Research scholars often deal with large data sets that require accurate and efficient analysis. You know that SPSS simplifies this process through its automated procedures, saving researchers time and reducing the potential for human error. This competence not only improves the quality of their research, but also enhances to critically evaluate their findings and those of others. Efficiency and accuracy are the paramount in research, and SPSS excels in both. You know that the software automates complex statistical calculations and offers robust data management tools, allowing researchers to focus on interpreting results rather than getting bogged down in the minute of manual data processing. This efficiency translates into more time for researchers to dedicate to other aspects of their work. such as hypothesis testing, literature review and writing, and so on and so forth. The broad applicability of SPSS is another compelling reason for its necessity in research training, whether in social sciences or in marketing or other fields. SPSS provides a versatile tool set that can handle a wide range of statistical analysis. And this versatility makes it an essential tool for research scholars, who must often engage with interdisciplinary methodologies and datasets. Furthermore, many academic journals now require rigorous statistical analysis for publication, and proficiency in SPSS ensures that researchers can meet these standards. Professional development in another critical aspect addressed by the workshop. Mastering SPSS adds a valuable skill to the research scholars toolkit, enhancing their employability and professional prospects. In a competitive academic and job market, having expertise in widely used software like SPSS can set a scholar apart from their peers. This skill enhancement is not just about immediate research needs, but also about long-term career growth. Ethical research practices are also supported by the use of SPSS. The software helps maintain data integrity and ethical standards by providing accurate and reproducible results. This transparency is crucial for the credibility and reliability of research findings. Proper use of SPSS ensures that research is conducted responsibly with accurate data representation and analysis. Collaboration is another area where SPSS proves its worth. Using a common tool like SPSS facilitates easier collaboration among researchers, allowing for standardized data analysis and more straightforward sharing of methods and results. This standardization is particularly beneficial in multidisciplinary projects or large research teams where consistency in data handling is crucial. Effective communication of research finding is greatly aided by SPSS visualization and reporting capabilities. The software allows researchers to create clear, compelling visual representation of their data, making it easier to communicate complex results to diverse audience. Comprehensive reporting tools within SPSS enable detailed and customizable presentation of research outcomes, enhancing the clarity and impact of scholarly work. Lastly, staying proficient in SPS ensures that research scholars are up to date with technological advancement in data analysis. As research methodologies evolve, familiarity with current tools and software like SPSS, it is very essential. Moreover, SPSS integrates well with other data management and analysis tools, providing a comprehensive solution for modern research needs. In conclusion, the workshop on data analysis using SPSS software is essential for research scholars as it equips them with the necessary skill to efficiently manage and analyze data, ensuring accuracy and reliability in their research findings. And proficiency in SPSS not only enhances their competence in performing complex statistical analysis, but also aids in the critical evaluation of data, fostering high-quality research outcomes. The ability to automate procedures and handle large data set effectively saves times and minimize errors, making the research process more efficient. Furthermore, knowledge of SPSS is highly valued across disciplines. The software's capabilities in data visualization and reporting allow for clear and compelling presentation of research results. This workshop is a vital step in empowering research scholars to conduct rigorous, impactful, and ethical sound research. I hope that while this workshop will be culminated, the participants would have substantial knowledge about the SPSS software and they will be capable in using this software for their respective researches. I once again congratulate to entire team of organizers of this workshop, especially the coordinator, Mr. Vikash, for organizing this workshop on a very important aspect of research where most of the research scholars find themselves inefficient. I hope that after completing this workshop, the participants would find themselves as proficient in analyzing their data at their own without taking help of the professionals. My best wishes for the success of this workshop. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for making us realize the importance of SPSS. As you told us that it is very important in today's world where we have already stepped into this digital world. So SPSS makes the life of research scholars very easier because it reduces the human error, as you said, and it's time effective. And many more, emphasizing the importance of SPSS. So thank you so much, sir, for throwing light on that. Yes, sir.
Thank
okay,
you,
moving on. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikas. And I request now that you may be allowed to leave.
And
Thank you very much.
I want to share the information among the participants. Sir is out of the station. But when I request to sir, so sir had stay the guest house and वहाँ से sir ने join किया है. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Now moving on, I would like to invite Professor V.B. Mohanty, sir, Professor at the Department of Sociology, Pondicherry University, and Managing Editor, Sociological Bulletin, Scopus Journal, for the guest of honor address. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Manorama. Now I am the last speaker. So, respected Bajpai ji, who just left, and also Professor Manoj Saxena ji, Professor Pandey, and our Vikash Kumar, the coordinator, and the participants. Over 100 participants are there, participants in this online workshop. So at the outset, I am thankful to the Indian Research Scholars Association and particularly Vikash Kumar and the organizational team for conducting this online 10 long days online workshop and also giving a space here to share my ideas, though I am not a kind of a expert in on this particular statistical package and its application. Thank you so much. And already our Bajpai ji and Saxena ji, they have spoken very elaborately about the importance of this SPSS package and its application and usefulness. So I have nothing much to add. Being the last speaker, I can add few lines only to supplement it. And actually this is the package for the social sciences, statistical package for social sciences. And in social sciences, we have diverse kind of disciplines. As it was pointed out by Bajpai ji, we have history, political science, economics, anthropology, sociology, and there are also other kind of areas and other kind of sub-disciplines. So in all the disciplines, we don't have kind of universal kind of requirement, and particularly among all the disciplines, economics actually is little ahead in terms of data analysis, because they handle always large scale data and complex data like stock exchange data, NSSO data, census data, very large scale kind of data where they handle. And in our case, in sociology, anthropology, we manage with a kind of small scale data, small village studies, small community studies, and very micro level kind of analysis, whereas economists, they analyze at a kind of very macro level, large scale data. In case of political science, they rarely use large-scale data, only accepting the students or the scholars, those who make analysis of election data or something like that. Otherwise, their analysis also not actually very large-scale data-based. And anthropology, and they require actually, they mostly talk about qualitative kind of information. And history, as you know, it's a kind of historical kind of things. They require, they don't require a kind of large-scale quantitative information. The point I am trying to focus, that are the two types of analysis, quantitative analysis and qualitative analysis. Often also we go for mixed kind of analysis. So quantitative analysis is actually largely done by these economists with large-scale data. Earlier it was done, now actually there is a shift. Even sociology, political science, all others actually now moving towards also quantification kind of things and quantitative analysis. And in these two kind of research, one actually we are trying to, in sociology, anthropology, even history, in some of these disciplines, our focus is actually more on understanding the problem. What is that actually we have to, what is the understanding nature of the problem. And here the focus is not actually theory building or hypothesis testing. Where hypothesis testing and theory building is essential, there we require the quantitative data analysis and statistical modeling, that those are required. But in case of qualitative research, where actually understanding is important, theory building is not important, there we focus on exploratory kind of studies, where we collect qualitative data like case studies, narratives, as anthropologists and sociologists they do. And sometimes also in political science also it happens. Historically also it is also, historical research also, some of them also they do it. We focus more on narratives and case studies and some kind of qualitative information which cannot be quantified, because the complexity of human relationship is so difficult that you cannot convert it to quantifiable data. But having said this, there is actually kind of a change. This was the pattern actually in 60s, 70s, 80s, but 90s onwards, when the significant change took place in academics, there is a kind of paradigm shift, and the focus is more towards actually mixed research. Of course, quantitative research actually it is also now on priority basis. We are trying to quantify the things present in a kind of more in a tabular form with all application of all statistical tools and statistical techniques. So here actually our purpose actually the use of, we have to see that where we can use this statistical package for social sciences SPSS. Not that it should be kind of ornament or some kind of nominal to sort of to use as a kind of to draw impression. It's not like that. When we are doing research, our focus is that we have to discover something new, very new we have to discover, and so that how it can be explained in a kind of more meaningful and logical manner. So to wherever the quantitative analysis is required, is there we can think of this statistical package for social SPSS package, and how to use this package and where to use. That is the most fundamental kind of problem. Just like that, we cannot use to draw some kind of to make it more impressive or to make it more kind of ornamental kind of thing. That is not correct. Point actually where we see that data actually requires some kind of statistical analysis to increase its explanatory power. So there only we can go for SPS package, because through that we can explain it more accurately, we can more meaningfully we can express, which cannot be, which requires several pages or several paragraphs to explain the kind of a qualitative manner. So therefore actually the data which we collect, large scale data from field study or from secondary sources or from any other source, when we see that this is a large scale data which we cannot handle manually, we have to go for kind of statistical kind of packages. So SPSS is one of the useful packages for that, because it's very useful to draw, not only to estimate or not only to compute data, or not only to draw graphs, charts, those things, but also simple tabular analysis. That is very easy also there in SPSS package. As I understand what I have experienced, if you do that, it is very easy to draw tables. It is very easy to actually draw graphs. So compared to actually other kind of competing kind of package, that Excel, we use Excel and SPSS. Beyond that, we do not have the kind of very difficult to go for that for social sciences, excepting this if the researchers are very advanced they can do that. But usually we try to do that, and ultimately when we are trying to deal with a quantitative analysis, our job is to show the trend or pattern in a very accurate manner. If we can show, if we say that population is increasing, that is okay, that India's population increase or some village population or some province population is increasing. That anybody can say, but how much it is increasing? What is the trend? How to show that? So we need a kind of statistical kind of thing, not that to describe that population is increasing. Earlier markets were actually less thinly populated, and whenever we go to market, it is overcrowded, cities are overcrowded. So we know that population is increasing. But how much is increasing? What is the rate of its growth? How can it be presented in a more accurate manner? So for that, actually, we need statistics, we need quantitative kind of things, we need graphical presentations, we need actually tabular presentations. So for those things, we need actually softwares like SPSS. SPSS is a very useful package to make some complex statistical analysis. The data actually having multiple variables, and we want to see the relationship between the variables. You want to go for regression. You want to see the causal analysis among the various variables. So, where actually that hypothetical deductive model of research is followed or relied upon, in those kind of things, SPSS is very much useful, and we should make use of it. And you are fortunate, actually, this generation is fortunate that you have a lot of advantages, and you have exposure to a lot of kind of software packages like not only SPSS, other kind of packages where you can convert also qualitative observations or qualitative data to quantitative things. That is also possible. So therefore, we should make use of these things. Our purpose is actually to make the research findings more meaningful, more useful, and more logical. And to make it more meaningful, wherever there is a space or there is a scope, we can make use of this SPS package to make it actually more accurate, and we can show the trend, we can show the pattern, we can show the relationship among the variables, and use some statistical kind of things which is permissible to show the results in a better manner. Many journals also they don't insist, but any research of the qualitative or quantitative, you need to have a kind of logical connections. If the logic demands that you must use this statistical package, then you can go for it. And logically, if it's based on logic, so if you show that you can logically prove that this is useful, and the findings or the results or the patterns which are actually drawn from you by using this package, it is showing the result in a better manner compared to the kind of earlier qualitative or kind of manual things. So therefore, this package is useful and has been found very, very effective in by many researchers across the disciplines. Not only in economics now many disciplines, students and research scholars and faculty, they use this software package to handle data large scale, even also small scale. When you have data from multiple of villages, multiple of districts, or a kind of large scale sample survey, all India survey. So this is a kind of very, very useful package, and we can handle with the limited span of time, large amount of data. We can draw meaningful tables and meaningful kind of analysis we can make. So therefore, this package is very much useful, and I'm sure this 10 days long online workshop will be very useful for the participants, those who are not familiar, or even if they are partially familiar with this package. I have seen the list of the resource persons who are invited. I'm sure they will throw more light on the technical aspect of this, how to apply, where to apply, and how it can be best used. So that is actually that they can throw more lights. And I'm sure if you attend this workshop very sincerely and in a participatory kind of manner, you will get a kind of very useful results which will be helpful for improving your thesis and research papers or your quantitative analysis. If sometimes when you are going for qualitative analysis, also if there is a little scope for quantitative things, you can go and mix it and use this kind of software to actually make your research more meaningful and very convenient also. You can conveniently prove the readers, show to the readers that this is what actually the trend and pattern and very impressive manner. But it doesn't mean that if you do not require SPSS, use of SPSS package just like that use, that is not actually required. Wherever it is required, wherever you find that there is a kind of scope and it will make your research more meaningful and more acceptable, so then you should make use of it. I think I should not take much time. I should stop here. Thank you so much for inviting me. I know that Indian Research Scholar Association is doing a kind of wonderful job. For the last several days, I have actually been seeing that they are organizing series of important lectures involving scholars of eminence, and I am getting all the updates from Vikash. So thank you so much. It's a very meaningful and very I feel that I am honored to be a part of this workshop. Thank you so much. All the best. I wish this workshop a kind of very fruitful and very helpful, and wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And actually, participant, I want to inform to you, sir is a managing editor of the one Scopus journal. That name is Sociological Bulletin. So it is, if it is, I will personally request to sir, if only two questions any participant you want to ask about the publication, about the any kinds of the research, any kinds of the research methodology parts, so sure we will be allow only two questions, anyone.
No problem. I can go for more questions also. If you have questions, I cannot leave the questions
Okay,
unanswered.
okay, sir. Okay,
I
sir.
cannot leave the questions unanswered. If there are questions of which needs actually demands answer, definitely I must provide answer if I know it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So participants, now session is open. You can ask the question directly to Professor Mohanty, sir.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. This is Afrin from Maulana Azad National Urdu University. I have to ask about how to publish a paper in Scopus without any fee.
Without
Am I
any
audible?
fee. Yeah, without any fee.
Yes, yes.
Actually, fees are not required. In some journals, they are asking for fees, but there are large variety of journals which do not demand any fee at all. You can directly submit your paper, and they will actually process it as per their actual procedure. It may be sent to the reviewer,
Yeah, but
then
I have found
acceptance
only
rejection.
payment service like journals only, and
No, not at all. Actually,
recommendation
not at all.
also.
Because there are,
So
no,
how
you
do
need not
you
pay. Actually,
find that type of journal which are not?
Actually, Sociological Bulletin journal is also non-paid journal. Okay.
no, it is not a paid journal, and
Yeah,
there
yeah.
are many journals like that also. They are not paid journals.
Yes, sir. Yes,
They
sir.
go for only good articles and no payment actually is required. You can see the journal website. It will not actually ask for any payment. And if what I don't know what is your discipline, you can go to a discipline specific
Yeah,
journal.
I'm from
I don't
commerce.
think commerce. I don't know about commerce, but I'm sure the good journals they don't demand any fees. Only the journals actually which are actually predatory kind of journal,
Yeah, they are
they may
asking for
demand some payments.
submission fee and processing fee like this.
No. That is not actually, that is unethical. I don't know if some journals they are demanding. Then I think you should refrain from it, and you can try for a kind of journal which do not require demand any fees. If your
Yeah, I'm
article is
also
good,
looking
definitely
for
the
that type.
editors will run after you to publish. If your article is good, if your article is good, your paper is good, editors will run after you how to get the paper published in the journal. So they will not ask for any payment.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Okay, next question,
Okay.
anyone? Okay, anyone want to ask? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I think someone raised the hand.
Who is that? I am not getting.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone want to ask? So you can ask directly to sir. You can ask your query. Okay. Yes, Asuniji, you want to ask something?
No, I don't see any person raising hand. Okay.
Okay. Okay. 1 minute.
Okay, no problem. If you have any question, you can ask me later also. That's not a
Yes.
problem.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Manorama, please.
Thank you so much, sir, for your deep insights on SPSS. And thank you so much. We hope to engage with you in upcoming sessions of the workshop. And since we are already running out of time, so without any further ado, I would like to invite Ashwani Kumar for the vote of thanks. Over to you, Ashwani.
Thank you very much, Ms. Manorama. It's a great honor for me to thanks to the speaker that we have here. First of all, I would extra thanks to the sir that sir is has been with us since started of the session. So first of all, thank you very much, sir. Uh, and then the most thankful person that we have or had, Professor Adn Bajpai sir, that he joined us and he also introduced some of the facts that uh, he had experience in his life about SPSS and all. I'm very grateful to sir. Uh, or the second guest of honor that we have, प्रोफेसर मनोज सक्सेना, एज सर ने भी बहुत अच्छे से डिस्कस किया द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ SPSS. तो thank you so much sir to joining us, and the Indian research scholars will be always grateful to you. And our president, Professor Bhawna,
Okay, I think some.
Okay, I think some. I express my gratitude from myself, even from the Indian Research Scholar team, that you are able to conduct such kind of or influence us uh, to do some activities in for research scholar. Though we are also a research scholar and learning, and one more time I will thank Professor BB Mohanty sir. Sir has joined second time हमारे साथ
Yes,
जुड़े हैं,
yes,
तो
yes.
सर थैंक यू सो मच सर. एंड और मैं और सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को थैंक्स कहना चाहूंगा कि क्योंकि फर्दर सेशन दे आर गोइंग टू लर्न लॉट्स ऑफ about the SPSS, and all the speaker that are about to join us, and that they are going to deliver. So in advance, I'm thanking them that they'll join us and they'll teach us so about the SPSS. And the team that we have here, sir, apart from Vikas, the most important person, Sakshi Singh, Sanjeet, including me, Sunita, and secretary of the organization, Subhangi and Naina Prasad. Thank you very much to be the part of our association, and all the members, Ganeshi Lalji, Manorama Kuntal, our uh, our coordinator जो starting से चला रहे हैं सेशन को, and आशा पुरोहित जी, and निधि सिंह राठौर, संतोषी, चंदन भाई तिवारी, and Ankita Shukla, Papi Haldar, one of my favorite participants, or I would say the contestants here, Rifa Tabushum and Rupansli. I'm sorry, I'm unable to pronounce name. So all the participants and
Okay. Okay, I think some network issue. So thank you so much, Professor Mohanty sir, and thanks to everyone. Dear participants, now Dr. Vinod Sen sir has joined the session. Sir will be take the first lecture. So before the sir lecture, I would like to invite to Sakshi. Please, if possible, so please give the some guidelines to scholars. After 2 minutes, sir will start the lecture. Over to you, Sakshi.
Thank you, Vikash sir. Just give me 1 minute. SPSS के इस वर्कशॉप में सभी ज्वाइन किए हुए पार्टिसिपेंट, सभी शॉर्ट लिस्टेड पार्टिसिपेंट को बधाई और स्वागत है उनका। जैसा कि हम लोगों ने पहले ही बताया था कि जो पार्टिसिपेंट सारे सेशंस को ज्वाइन करते हैं केवल वही एलिजिबल होंगे सर्टिफिकेट के लिए। एंड ये हम एक बहुत ही हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है आप सबसे कि जब आप लोगों को लिंक शेयर की जाए तो आप लोग किसी और अपने फ्रेंड से लिंक शेयर ना करें, क्योंकि शॉर्ट लिस्टेड कैंडिडेट फिर बाद में ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो ये दो नोटिस थे आप लोगों के लिए। ओवर टू यू विकास।
Okay, so now I request to Manorama is here. Please.
Yes, I'm here.
Please welcome to sir and invite to sir.
Vinod sir, right?
Yes, first speak.
Okay. So now I would like to invite Dr. Vinod Sen sir for the introduction of SPSS, discussing about the standard statistics, regression and graph. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vikash, Sakshi and Manorama. So I won't take much time to start myself. Can you hear my PPT? Can you see my PPT?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Can you also hear my voice? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, but PPT is not so. Sir.
Okay. Thank you. I will try to wind up all this thing within an hour because I have a meeting at 4 o'clock. That was the sudden meeting with connection of that new education policy. That SPSS, we all know that today in social science world, if we want to analyze any kind of primary data or maybe do some kind of the analysis or manipulation with the secondary data, that SPSS will be very helpful. So the SPSS is going to stand for a statistical package for social sciences, and more than 60 countries are using this SPSS. So the company announced in July 28, 2009, it was being acquired by IM for $1.2 billion. So there's a different version of SPSS. When I started using the SPS, that time I used to work in 10, but currently that SPS 29 version is available in the market. So anybody is interested, they can go for the advanced version. One of the most popular statistical packages which can be perform highly complex data manipulations and data analysis with simple instructions. So data manipulations means not that you are going to make the data as per your objective, you are going to clean the data, you are going to making the data more meaningful like that. So that SPSS is used by maybe we can say the health worker, survey company, government entities, educational institutions, market researchers, data miner, and then the list is very long. I can't tell you everyone, but most of the cases, especially in the social science, people are using that SPSS. So it is designed to solve the business and research problem using an ad hoc hypothesis testing and geostatistical analysis. When you have to test the hypothesis, you may be using the ANOVA, you may be using the chi-square test.
Sir,
either
sorry,
your hypothesis is going.
But PPT is
yeah.
Not, sir, sorry, sir, but PPT is not visible, sir.
Not moving.
Yeah,
Okay, I will share it again.
also not visible, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Is
sir.
it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that hypothesis is nothing, is a tentative statement which we are going to test through our that SPSS package, maybe with the help of the chi-square, maybe the ANOVA, or maybe the geostratical analysis and predictive analysis. We are going to predict now that rainy season is going on. People are going to predict the normal rain or maybe the above normal or maybe the deficient rain. This all happening with the help of the SPSS. They will use the last data. On the last data, on average basis, they are going to make the predictions. SPSS can use the data from almost any type of file. Maybe you can use them to generate the tabulated report, chart, you can plot the diagram, you can draw a trend line, you can use the descriptive statistics like mean, median, mode, you can conduct the complex statistical analysis, correlation, regression, t-test, subtest, z-test, all these things you can do it. SPSS is among the most widely used program for statistical analysis in the social sciences. Now there are a few features of the SPSS that simplest जो feature है इसका, it's easy to learn and use. So you don't require any type of a classes. If you are very eager, and you have a GLs to learn, what you can do it, you can simply watch the YouTube video, you can go get the recorded lectures on the SPSS. There are the itself tutorial is also given. The tutorial will be also helpful to learn the SPSS. The more time you are going to spend with the SPSS, you will become the more expert of the SPSS. It includes the full range of the data. This data means that range may be from 1 to lakhs. So that data, really a small data you can handle with that. Even a large set of the data you can use it. So it provides the in-depth statistical capabilities to all type of the statistical tests, statistical tools, statistical calculations you can have with the SPSS. It offers the complete plotting, reporting, and presentations features that you can do with the SPSS. What can we do with the SPSS? Now this is the question people ask, why the SPSS is useful, why we have to use it. So SPSS is considered a superior performing statistical software. A statistical product like software solution. So it is you can from the data entry to analysis and create the table and graph. All kind of the data as a scholar, whatever things you require for your PhD, or a single software is going to help you to complete your PhD thesis. Processing the questionnaires, first thing is that you are going to collect the data. How to process the questionnaire, that's the most difficult task and most challenging task. It is also most time consuming task. You can also reporting the tables and graph. Once your questionnaire is entered into the SPSS, you can make the table graph. You can analyze by the means, chi-square, regression, and correlation. That you can do it. What does SPSS do? Can I use the Excel? That is a general question people ask. So here I can say that if you know the Excel, you can do your work in the Excel. If you know the R, that is also sufficient for you. Or if you know the startup, that is also sufficient for you. You should have a mastery on a single single software. So that single software is enough for completion of your PhD work. It can help you to make the research paper. So now another question people ask is which version of SPSS I am using, does it matter or not? So I can say that any version above 16, now 29 version is going on. If you are going to use 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, any version you have, so whatever the things, any version is going to solve your purpose. If you are going to use the version before 15th, what will happen? It has some compatibility issues. Maybe that version is 14 or 13. It may be not compatible with the latest version. Now, who use the SPSS? We have already discussed the telecommunication, but people working in banking, finance, insurance, healthcare, manufacturing, retail, consumer packaged goods, higher education institutions, government and market research. These are the people they are using the SPSS. With SPSS statistics, you can do analyze and better understand that your data, or because that which how you can compute it, how to make the graph, how are making the table, how are making calculating the percentage, how are going to count it. It is very difficult task when you are doing it manual or some other software. But when you are going to perform all this complex business research problem through a user-friendly interface, that will be very helpful. Why we are saying it's a user-friendly interface? Because that it is a command or inbuilt. You don't have to say give the condition is equal to square or maybe divided by or multiply by something, or you don't have to give the row number, column number. If you enter the data, it means your 70% work has been finished. Rest 30% work you have to do with the help of the inbuilt commands are there. You have to run the command and you can get the desired result. Understand the large and complex data set quickly with advanced statistical procedures that help to ensure the high accuracy and quality decision making. That can be done. Use extension like Python, R programming language code to integrate with open source software. Select and manage your software easily with the flexible development options. SPSS statistics is available for Microsoft Windows and Mac operating system. That you have to remember. So that pivoted tables means that tables are there. Whatever the pivoted table, you can do the edit the text. You can swap the data into row and column. Then there is in the pivoted table you can see the output can be modified in many ways, which editor can create the multi-dimensional table. A text output editor है कि you are going to make the table. That table you can also edit it. You can give the suitable title for it. You can define the axis, x-axis, y-axis. You can also there the percentage there, cumulative percentage there, valid percentage there. Whatever you want, you can keep it. Rest of the things you can delete it. Now chart editor is also there, so you can make your chart as per your desired color. You can increase or decrease the size of the chart. You can also change the color of the chart. That you can do with the SPSS. Now step to manually input the data. That's the most important part. You can make the data with that questionnaire. You can have maybe a Google form. You might be having a questionnaire schedule. You are going for the field, collecting the data. Then how to enter the data into the SPSS. That's the most important part. So first you have to number your questionnaire. This is a very important thing. First you have to give the number. That the row you are going to put the questionnaire must be same with the hard copy. So both the number will be the same, because if there is any discrepancy, if there is any misfeeding of the data, is any you require any clarity in the data, then you can always go back to the original questionnaire and you may have a cross check it. Create a code book. That's very important, because in SPSS you can have both the chance. You can type in a string or you can type in a numerical. When we have to type Amarkantak, it will take the some time. If you can give a code of Amarkantak is 1, you have to type only the 1. Creating a code, it make your work easier. It make your work smarter. It is going to save a lot of time. Define your variable in the SPSS. You have to define it and input your data. So these are the steps we will see it. To translate questionnaire into the SPSS. How we are going to feed it. Before that, you have to understand the questionnaire to have. So what are the question response? So question response, they are the closed-ended questions, open-ended with the numerical response, open-ended with the text response, and multiple response questions. So we will have a look at some example. Now response question is closed-ended. It means in this type of question, respondent doesn't have any choice. Whatever the options are given, they have to choose any one or maybe the couple of one. With the close-ended questions, like take how many How is your satisfaction with your placement service of your staff of university, institutions, organization? Your experience, maybe satisfaction, maybe the excellent, good, bad, very bad, not applicable. If somebody want to say beyond that, that respondent has no choice. So they have to choose from that given response. So now you can do the coding also. 1 for excellent, 2 for good, 3 for bad, 4 for very good, 5 for not excellent. Now take the another example, indicate your gender, male, female and transgender. Same way you can get the code 1, 2, 3, male, female and transgender. Now open-ended with the numerical response. Now here you are going to give some kind of the freedom to the respondent. Your respondent, you are going to ask what is your average expenditure in canteen on a week basis. एक week में how much money you are going to spend maybe on the movie or maybe on cold drink, soft drink, pizza, burger, maybe the vapors, whatever you want to have. So maybe somebody say 500, somebody will 600, somebody will 200, somebody will 1000, somebody may be going for the 2000 also. It depends on their purchasing power. For how many years you have been the registered student for XYZ university? If you have done UG from this university, PG from PhD, it might be altogether it's taking maybe some 6 to 7 years. If you have also done that BA another, it may be are going to be around 10 years there. So it depends how many years you have spent in the university. It will be in a number. Open-ended with the text response. Text response means that where respondents are getting to express their feeling. The information they are going to the qualitative information, the subjective information. What will you suggest to improve the overall standard of the university or college? आप अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी का कैसे आप करेंगे? You might be want to see the improvement in the library, you want to see the improvement in the bus service, you want to see that you should get a Wi-Fi facility, you maybe want to see that there must be an improvement in the hostel food. So you can suggest something or any other relevant information do you want to have about the university college. If any information, relevant information related to your study, related to anything, maybe the infrastructure, maybe the social, or maybe the educational, any information, whatever you want to share, you can share it. What are your expectations from the university? Expectations has no limit. You can expect anything, but in reality, it won't work. So you can say whatever your expectations from the university. Now, another type of the response, the multiple response questions. Multiple response refer to the situation when people are allowed to tick more than one answer for any question. When you have a chance to tick more than 2, maybe or 3 or 4 options, it is happening generally. Now, take an example, please tick the 2 aspects that are the most important when you are buying a fruit juice. So maybe a price, maybe a content, quality you want to see, storage life, how many month or year you can store it, or maybe what kind of the vitamin C, vitamin A, B12, whatever the vitamins are there, maybe sugar content, it is sugar free or some natural sugar is added, or maybe the artificial sugar is added. So there might be, everybody may want to see the price, somebody may say the price and quality, somebody will say the price and storage life, somebody is maybe a sugar patient, then he will say he want to know about the sugar content also. So it may be possibility to get answer more than that. So that's why we said it is a multiple response question. Now, coding of the multiple response question, we can say it serial number 1, 2, 3. Response, that the price, quality, storage and vitamins. If yes, we can say the 1. If it's no, we can say the 0. Price 1, quantity 1. If suppose somebody don't want to see the storage life, then it will be the 0. Vitamins will be 1 and sugar content will be the 1. So where do you use the internet? Another a question of the multi-response format. At home, at work, in university, college, at friend home, mobile phone, railway station, hotel, guest house and somewhere else. You are using in the university, you are also using in your hostel, you are using in your phone. Sometimes you are also using the Wi-Fi of your friends. If you are at some hotel, you are going to use the hotel. So it's, if you have a departmental Wi-Fi, then you are also going to use it department level. So that will be again the coding of the multiple choice question. That will be the S if you are using, then 1. If you are not using, then 1. Now, concept of states and skills. So now descriptive, when we say we are going to summarize, to describe the object, I cycle about the 50 kilometer week on an average. You are going to get the description. Inferential means we are going to make the predictions, inferences about a situation that has not yet occurred. We can expect a lot of rain this year. Now it's July is going on, still the trend is deficit, but we are expecting. Draw inferences from the data. The past data we can see it and draw the inference. Population and sample size. A population refer to the all cases where the researcher want to estimate to apply light pet, light pi for life per student. So the when sample is basically when we have a limited resources, we are not able to cover the entire populations. So on the sample basis, we are going to take the few cases or going to make some kind of the prediction, or we are going to make the inference. Descriptive states simply summarize the sample, and in inferential states generalize from sample to the wider population. Variable. Variable is a sample that made up of the individuals. All individuals have a character. So like we have a character, like we have a color, skin color, we have a eyes, we have a hair, somebody has a gray, somebody has a black, somebody has a white, we have a that weight is height. So these are the individual characters. Member of sample will differ from certain characters. So about the respondents, they are also differ from the certain characters. Their age may be different, their gender may be different, their height may be different, their weight may be different, their IQ level may be different. So that will be again a variable. Each participant type of input such as income, gender and temperature of doses is called a variable. Various type of variables such as numerical variable, string variable. So there are 8-9 type of variable. But in our that SPSS generally in social science we are going to use only 2 variables. But in the numerical variable and other the string. Numerical it means we are going to use the numbers 1 to 9. String we are going to use the character from A to Z to say our things. Now currency also sometimes it may be used, but we have to take 2 decimal point for that. Now, type of variable. What are the variable you would like to consider when buying a second-hand motorbike? If you want to buy a motorbike, so everybody want to buy it, but you are going to buy second-hand. तो आप second-hand लेंगे, तो what will you will see the which brand is Hero है, TVS है, Jupiter है, Bajaj है, anything type. is commuted है, sports का है, touring है, combination है. Age, how old is that bike? 10 year, 20 year, 5 year, 2 year, 6 month. और the condition excellent है, good है, average है. Test drive, obviously we'll go for the test drive to see the condition, what kind of the sound is coming, is there any problem inside the engine or something. Price, always the second highest maybe the 50%, something like that. Mileage, how much it will give the average per liters petrol pay. Reason for service, why they are selling it, whether somebody has maybe kept it, maybe somebody, the bike might be had an accident, or they want to shift from 2-wheeler to 4-wheeler, that's why they are selling it. These are maybe some variable. Somebody want to say?
Arvinder, please mute yourself. Okay, sir. Please, sir, continue.
So the quantitative variables, it means we are going to measure the things in a quantity. It means we are going to measure in numbers like weight, kg, length, meter, centimeter, diameter, time, etc. So we have to give the numbers or value in the SPSS. Now quantitative and categorical variable. quantitative variable when you don't occur to measurable characters rather than they express qualitative characters like feeling, emotions, relationship between something, feel. Now this is the nominal. Nominal is no order or relationship between exist between the variable like gender, male or female. Ordinal when want to express something order or relationship or something else. Then type of scale होता है nominal scale, which is what kind of the objects or the people are categorized according to the criteria like gender, job category. Ordinal when we want to give the order, maybe low income, high income, middle income, maybe the first or last, something like that. Interval, how many, how much. Contain equal distance between the unit of measurement, but no zero. Calendar year है, temperature है, that would be the interval. Same variable but different scale. The variable we can take an example education. Education is first a nominal scale when it's measured by the education such as private or public. We can also give it become the ordinal, maybe the primary school, high school, college, post-graduation, higher education, PhD. We can always put into the order. Now we can say it interval also. You are educated up to primary, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 year, or 15 say 20 year of the education. So one variable can be used for the different scale also. Now SPSS worksheet होता है, there's the data editor है, that worksheet in which we input the data we wish to analyze. SPSS viewer है, the worksheet that present the result of the analysis. So when we are going to, this is the theoretical course, now we are moving toward the practical. So when you are going to open the SPSS, this kind of the window you can see, you can go to the all programs, then you can go to the SPSS INC, then whatever the version you will see, there are 16 versions there, 20, 21, 24, 30, 29, whatever, you can go, you click here. Once you are going to click, you will get the another window. So it will say the getting the new SPSS data file, opening an existing file, importing data from ASC second file, importing data from the other file. एक आप नया विंडो खोल सकते हैं और existing को खोल सकते हैं, और भी you have saved your file data somewhere, you can open it from that portion. Data input, so you are going to type the data directly in the data view window. Transfer the data from the Excel spreadsheet run to tutorial. Type in the data, you can type it, your questionnaire, you can transfer your questionnaire into the SPSS. Open, it means you have already typed your data, you have somewhere, you can open an existing data sources. Now this is the basic information, you can see it 1, 2, 3. One is a cell, second is the window, third is the scroll bar. These three are, we are going to use it rarely. The basic information जो है उसमें टूल बार होता है, you can use it, आप फाइल भी यूज कर ओपन कर सकते, you can save the file, you can print the file, you can find it, you can undo the last operation, redo the last operation, insert cassette and variable. These cases are similar like a MS Office. Now you can see the 1 or 2 हो गया. Now menu bar में there is the this thing, that menu file. In that section there are the basic file management operation, like you can open the file, you can save the file, you can print the file, edit. It's allowed to perform the editing function of the current data. You can cut, copy, paste, clear, change, redo, undo, all these things you can do it. If data file होता है, this function deal with the configuration, defining the management of the data. You can insert the variable, cases है, you can sort the data and you can merge the file. Transform है, this will allow you to transform the data set you have entered, like you can calculating the new variable, recoding and missing value. Recoding मतलब होता है कि you have code something, if you want to change the code, you can again do the recoding. If missing value is there, you can give any certain number like 9, 99, 999. If somebody not responded, you can put this number. Analyzing, include the data file analysis into the function. Descriptive statistics है, t-test है, ANOVA है, correlation, data analysis, that you can do it. Window allow you to alter the appearance, format, position to SPSS window. Now, this is the thing when you are going to open the window, you will see this kind of data view. So you can see in the bottom, this is the data view, this is the variable view. So the default window of the two options. When now this is the data window. So the data window view here, the sheet is visible when you first open the data editor. You can see that in the yellow line, variable view, you are going to the name. So click on the label variable view. Variable view में click करेंगे, you will get the name. So now there is the variable view window में, the first name will be having the name. You can get the questionnaire number. So the number you are going to put here, the same number you have to put the your master questionnaire. The first character of the variable must be alphabetic. You cannot start with 2, 3, 4. It will be the alphabetic. Variable name must have a unique. You can't give the same variable for that. There are rules for naming this one. So name cannot contain a blank or a special character at the rate, or you cannot give the space between the two words. Your name have to be less than 64 characters. It means up to 64 characters you can give a name. Spaces are not allowed. If you want to say the teaching period or maybe the service period, you cannot give the space. Name must not end with the हो सकते कि 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2 के साथ you are that label है और name में ये खत्म हो जाए. So name are not case sensitive. It does not matter if you are call them variable, client. It is all client for the SPSS. He or she वो है कि not sensitive है. So इसमें you can see that first we have seen the name. Now it's the type. When you are going to click on the type, you will get this type of this thing: numeric, comma, dot, scientific notation, string. So first and last, these two things we are going to use it. जैसे you are going to say OK करेंगे तो it is going to see 8 is the default width. The decimal is 2. So you can change it the decimal. So very well you can do it. Okay. Now next is the width. Width में जो होता है इस around 256 characters तक का आपका width हो सकता है. Width allow to determine the number of character as it will allow to enter in the variable. So it can have less than 16. Number of decimal है ये आप 16 तक जा सकते हैं, पर generally for the calculation point of view के लिए we are taking up to 2 decimal. Label में जो है you can give the up to 256 character with space. So whatever you are going to type in the label, it will become the heading of your table. So whatever you want to give, because in the name you are going to use the short form, which you can only understand, but here full form or maybe what you want to convey with the name, so reader will have the clarity, you can use it. Now defining the value label you can define it. Matlab, if you want to give certain code to them, if you don't want to type it there, so you can click the value, then you can get the value 2 for female, you can do the add, 1 for male, 3 for the label female, the transgender, and then add. Once you are going to say the OK करेंगे तो आपका, so it is used to suggest the number represent the which category when variable represent a category. Means आपने इसमें जो label दिया है that will be there. So now values में आया है कि you can give some values, missing values में आएगा. SPSS cannot have any empty cell. For this reason we use a specific value or the 0 in the order to define the missing. If you are not going to anything, SPSS salting, if you are not going to write anything in the row or column, what will happen? The SPSS it will consider as a missing. If you do not enter any data in the field, it will be considered as a missing, and we will enter a field for you. We can use up to 3 discrete values in the denote missing. हम 0 भी कर सकते हैं, 10 भी कर सकते हैं, 3 3 कर सकते हैं, 9 9 9 कर सकते हैं. So also we can define the range of missing value, that will have also some idea. Now how would you feed the following information to the SPSS? Now that name of person written, gender is given there, height is given. You have to first give the name. Name में string है because you have to type the name. Width is 7, decimal 0 है. Label will be the name of the student. Value will be the none. Now gender, it will be the numeric because we have given the value 1 for male, 2 for female. We can label, we can give the gender of the student. Height, it will be also numeric 9. Decimal point we have to take 1 because 5.2 है, 5.6 है. That's there. Then height of the student, then value will be the nothing. Once you are going to make the variable view, when you are going to type in the data, you will get this kind of the table. This is the name, this is the gender, this is the height. Now you can save the file. So you have to save it because if you are not going to save, what will happen? After some time, your data is going to be lost. So it will be always you have to save with SPSS start.save. So that is to save whatever you have created, otherwise you will be in loss. So now sorting the cases. Sorting the cases मतलब होता है कि click the data, click sorting, either ascending wise or descending wise. Maybe date है तो you can say the latest or maybe the oldest. Then go to the sort cases. Click the name. You want to sort the name of student alphabetically. Now you will get the two options, ascending and descending. You can click it, double click, then you will come here. Ascending, then you are going to say okay. Okay, you will get the now. Now B से start हो रहा है, S में जा रहा है. B D E J S M S. This is the name. The same way their respective cell, the gender and height has also will be shortlisted. Now how would you sort the data by the height of the student, the descending order? Now we want the tallest person है जो सबसे लंबा student, that will be the first, and shortest will be the last. So again we have to go to data, then you have to go to the sort cases, double click the height of the student, then click the descending, finally click OK, then you will get this kind of the table. Now transforming data, click transform and click the compute variable. So transform, basically when you are going to transform, always you are going to compute the variable into the different. So there is in height जो है which is a natural or target variable है. In height is the numeric expression. Then you can go there, numeric, then you can do it. So you will get in height a new variable. ये आपका new variable बन गया. Then recoding into the existing variable. Never ever recode into the existing variable because the existing variable is the original data. Whenever you want to recode it to the different variable. Always create a new variable to contain the new code. The basic applications क्या हैं? The frequencies है, they analyze the product frequency table showing frequency count and percentage of the value per year. Descriptive में है basically this analysis show the maximum, minimum, mean and standard deviation of the variable. Now you can have a cross tab, you can have a central tendency, you can have a correlation, you can have a regression analysis. The linear regression estimates the coefficient of the linear equation. Now you can go to the open. Now running the analysis. Once your data has been saved, you want to run the table. You want table and graph. Then what you can do it, you can go to the SPSS, open the select the file data, navigate SPSS tutorial. You can have these are the file, a demo file. You can choose anyone. Then you are going to open it. You will get the file. So now frequency, which number is going to be coming, how many times. So select the analyze a descriptive statics frequencies. You have to go to the analyze, go to the descriptive statics, then go to the frequency. Then you will get this kind of the table. What will happen? You are going to double click it and they will come here. Marital status and level of educations we want. Then you are going to say, okay, that statics it will statics you are going to click statics. You will get the percentage value, central tendency, mean, median, mode, sum. You will get the dispersion. So whatever you want to calculate, you can click it these box, and then we are going to continue. You will get the bar chart, line chart, area, pie, or plot blocks. Now you will also can display the chart. The chart में you are simply going to the chart. Chart में जाएंगे तो you are going to get none, pie chart, bar chart, or histogram. So I want a bar chart, then I will complete. Then you want the chart where value का frequency. You want to see the frequency. You want to see the percentage. If you want to see percentage, you do it right now. Or if you want the break. So result of the table जो है that will be appear like that. Now here the 49.7% are male, 50.3% are female. This percentage है ballot percentage and cumulative percentage. Most of the cases we are going to use the frequencies and percentage, ballot percentage and cumulative percentage we are not going to use it. You can also see that we have also ticked for the bar diagram. It is also make a bar diagram for us. Now central tendency we have already नहीं कि आपको central descriptive district में जाना है, frequencies में जाना है, household income you have collected, then you are going to see. Okay, we are going to the frequency statistics. Now if you central tendency, mean, median, mode. Now you want to see the dispersion, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and you will finally say continue. Once you go to continue, you will say that mean value is 69, median value is 45, standard mode 25, standard deviation 78, minimum value is 9, maximum value is 1116. That you will get in a minutes. Now you can also have the correlate variable. Again you have to go to the frequencies. Frequencies में जाएंगे. You will get the correlate. You have bivariate. Bivariate means you are going to see the relationship between the two variables. It may be the positive, it may be the negative. Move the both variable inside the right side of the age and income. Age and income of the household. Then here you are getting the correlation. Pearson है, Kindleman है, Spearman है, which one 2 tail, 1 tail. So Pearson 2 tail. Then you are going to say okay. Okay, then this correlation will be appear. The result appear and tell us that the relationship will be weak and moderate. Result are not due to change. You can say that household income Pearson correlation 0.335 and household income जो है इसका जो है 1 आया है. The correlation is significant at 0.01 level. It's total relationship. अब आता regression analysis है. So you have to again go analyze regression, then click the liner from the main menu. You are going to analyze, going to regression, then linear regression, then you are getting this one. You can choose any two variable as per the requirement or dependent on the another independent variable. You are going to this one. Open करेंगे. The beginning salary है. Now you can make it to fit. Now then okay करेंगे तो that will be the summary. The summary it will be, you can see it that regression है, residuals है, total है, differences हो, sum of square है, differences है, mean square है, f का value है, significance है, coefficient का value दिया है, that you will get it. Plotting the regression line. कैसे आप line chart बनाएंगे? So you can just click. You can click the legacy diagram. You can go to graph, legacy diagram, interactive के बाद you have to do scatter plot from the main menu. जैसे आप करेंगे, you have to get this type of the table. Drag current salary into the vertical axis and beginner salary into the horizontal axis. Then click to fit. Make sure that meta regression is fit book, then click OK. तो ये आपका fit में किया. Then you will get this kind of table. You can set the regression that will be the regression line. Now there are the few advantages of the SPSS. Advantage we can say SPSS offer a user-friendly illness that most of the packages are only now catching up. It is popular, and though it is certainly not a reason for choosing the statistical package, many data sets are easily loaded into it, and other program can easily improve the SPSS file. These are the few advantages. Where there the advantages are there, one the disadvantage is also there. For academicians, uses SPSS logo notably behind the SAS, R, and even perhaps the other that are not on the more mathematical rather than statistical side for the modern analysis. If you want to run a highly mathematical task, econometric task, then maybe the SPSS is not a good for you. Its menu offering are typically for the most basic analysis, sometimes lacking even then, but it make me an appropriate analysis very easy. If we are going to make some kind of a mistake, we don't know where we are going to use our mistake. It's expensive. So suppose that you are not able to afford this SPSS by yourself, you have to request to your organizations, your institutions, and your department, they have to purchase it, maybe the 5 user, 10 user, because single user SPSS is costing near about the 5 lakh rupees. So in this case, if a library or department is going to purchase, that will be beneficial for you. There are often compatibility issues with the previous that I have already said कि 16 से above का जो है पहले का जो सॉफ्टवेयर है, there is a compatibility issues are there. जो डेटा है it's not matchable or readable नहीं है, that's creating a problem. Simplistic analysis है, allow people to run the test without really knowing what they are doing. It encourages the mindless analysis. I don't know how to do the correlation. I don't know how to interpret the regression. I don't know how to interpret the regression line. But since I have a package, I know how to use the command. I am giving the command. After whatever the chart I am not able to interpret that. So it is basically nothing is a mindless analysis. I just want to increase the size. So these are the few references, and there I wanted to take you for some exercise, but due to some limited time, because I have to catch up another meeting. I have to catch up another meeting. If you have any questions, so you can ask. I have some 3 minutes. Hello?
Yes. Okay. Any participants have any questions and query? So you can ask to Dr. Vinod Sen, sir.
Because is my PPT was visible till end or it has been?
Yes, sir. विजिबल हो रही थी सर. कुछ लोगों का आई थिंक कि नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम होगा, तो इसलिए वहाँ प्रॉब्लम रहा होगा. रिकॉर्डिंग में भी विजिबल है. आई विल सेंड द YouTube video to everyone. No problem. Okay, so participants, anyone want to ask the question to sir? Yes. Priyanka, you want to ask something? Okay, I think किसी भी participants के पास में कोई query नहीं है. No sir, it was good. हाँ, सभी लोगों के से आ गया है समझ में सर. तो okay.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes,
Mr. Vikash.
Yes.
Sir, this is Himanshu. Sir, how is the PLS is different from SPSS, sir?
Himanshu, you are not audible.
Yes, am I audible? Hello?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me, I'm listening.
Yes, sir. My question is how PLS is different from SPSS, sir.
Hello?
Yes, am I audible?
Can you write,
Hello?
can you text your question?
Yes,
Sure, sure,
Himanshu,
sir.
repeat again your question.
My question is how PLS is different from SPSS.
How, क्या बोल रहे हैं आप?
PLS is different from SPSS.
I think
क्या आप क्या विकास से क्या बोल रहे हैं? Can you understand?
वो SPSS का किसी अदर टूल से डिफरेंस पूछ रहे हैं. So
देखिए
Himanshu, please write your question in the chat box.
See that every software is a unique. Every software has some special features. So that but SPSS, see in other software, what we have to do, we have to give the command, we have to give the syntax, we have to give a situation, then we have to give some direction, then it will run. But in SPSS, you don't have to type the command, you don't have to do it. But different in PLS and SPSS, okay. So that is the only difference. In the PLS you have to give the command, but in SPSS you don't have to give any command. So it's a very simple and user friendly. They might require the equation. They may have to type the equation. They might know the syntax. They have to prepare the syntax. This is the basic difference between the SPSS and other software, not for PLS, for other software also. I hope I answer.
Okay, Himanshu ji. Okay, हाँ, yes sir. समझ गए, ठीक. So okay, thank you sir. Now I would like to invite to Professor Sunita madam.
Sir, sorry,
Yes.
sorry, I have one question.
Okay.
I have one question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is it possible to import data automatically from questionnaire, or we should enter the data manually to SPSS?
As per my knowledge, that data entry will be only manually, because if you have made a Google form, then there is the possibility you can import that Google form, that you can take it to the Excel file, your Google data, Google form, then you can either copy and paste or import from there. If you have used the traditional questionnaire rule where you are noting down the answer, then you have to enter the data.
Okay, sir. Okay, so it means we should enter data manually, yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so I would like to invite to Professor Sunita madam or give the formal vote of thanks. Sunita madam, can you listen us?
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for you were here last 2 hours. It was the marathon that we had learned many things. Here we are the research scholars. The point you have touched, the point you have elaborated. We research scholar extremely waiting for the sessions like this, and sir, we would really appreciate, we would like to connect you in future as well. The way you had explained, it made us to learn something. We were like zero in this session. We cannot say that 100%, but at least 90% that we were learned. And surely sir, you are our mentor. Definitely in future, whenever we'll meet you, we are eager to learn you more from you. Thank you, sir. Over to Vikash, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for the organizers. I have to catch up something. I will take the lead. Thank you.
Okay, sir. We all are your students, sir. हम लोग आपसे इंस्पायर होकर सब काम कर रहे हैं. थैंक यू. सो पार्टिसिपेंट्स आप जुड़े रहें. साक्षी अभी अटेंडेंस सीट शेयर कर रही हैं सबको इसी चैट बॉक्स में. आप लोगों को सबको अपनी अटेंडेंस लगाना होगा, तब तक हम लोग जुड़े रहेंगे. थैंक यू. Sakshi ma'am.
Yeah, thank you all the participant as well. Thank you all the participant.